Okay, you have now rough vision, which I created last workflow. So now make this virtual copy. With virtual copy. Then rename this to base. Base. Okay. Then back to radial mask mode and remove. Then from the image called base, and you just remain this one, because this radial mask make the image darker, so remain this. So oops. So this is the base image. Okay, now you made a base black and white. This is the rough vision. This is the base image. So next, create a virtual copy from the base and rename this as right. And back to develop mode and make this light image much lighter. There's several ways to image lighter, so I prefer using tone curve. Just level middle tones as much as possible. Check this, not to highlight clipping. We did level up midtones, so you never touch highlight. Still, I can the image more brighter, but be careful to over clipping. This is too bright. Maybe just plus 0.2 is okay. Or you don't have to do that. Just with tone curve or give it more highlight. Plus 20. That's okay. And let's check the shadow area. There are little blackout shadow area. So give them a little shadow up. Give them 35 or plus 1. It's too much. That's okay. And let's reset to texture and clarity. Now you have a lighter image. This is base image. This is lighter image. Pretty light, huh? You can do more lighter, like this. Or this image should be lighter, but looks natural. But to remain look natural, so don't overdo. Okay, this is the right image. Now you create virtual copy again and give it texture and clarity. You have the texture slider, so I use, but too much texture. Too much texture make the image a little noisy. So I give it 31. If you need much texture, you can do in the later post process. Okay, so compare 0 clarity, max clarity, and if you need more textures, give it local adjustment, give it more clarity and textures. Especially this area is concrete area is interesting to see the textures. So give them more clarity and texture. And you also give these more textures. Give them texture means give them a more contrasty, right? Now you have super clarity and texturized image. Then your fine artwork is finished. No, it's just kidding. It's just a layer which we will use in a later post process. It's kind of a layer. So just rename it clarity. Okay. Having 3 layers base, right? Clarity is often enough for me, but I sometimes use 1 more layers. So, give you an example. So, create a virtual copy from the base again. And this time, rename it Sky. Back to the develop mode. And if you want sky much darker in a specific area, use gradient tool, give them exposure. So now you get darker in this area. And you can also darken the upper part. Now these areas to get darker, but it's okay. This is a sky image. Just focus on the sky. So I don't use these parts in actual image. But if you want to care, just bring back to exposure. So if you want to highlight these clouds, which you can do in a later post process, but if you can do now, you can do now. Oops. Give them a little bit highlight. A little bit texture. Duplicate. Again, you can do in a later post process. So now you have your sky. Pretty much fine art look sky. What do you think? So let's compare rough, base, sky, light, and clarity. So after that, you can export them to Photoshop and have layers them and pick up the areas from each layers to desire your fine art look. So work for day is over now and see you at the